everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing episode 6 of the Rainmaker. So let's get into it. I thought this episode was a little boring or just a little different, maybe because Jackie and Melvin, whatever the nurse's name, the two nurses weren't in this episode. I felt all the good parts kind of happened towards the end when Rudy came back on board and they were talking about the stocks with the client at Tenley Britt. But throughout the thing, I'm like, no, Sarah and Rudy broke up. I mean, I knew it was probably going to happen, and Sarah confirmed it. It just still sucks. I kind of like them together. And I didn't like how her friend said Rudy was boring. It's not like Sarah's like super, like, I just feel like Sarah and Rudy are just kind of similar. Like, just because you have, like, a job and you live a mundane lifestyle, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't know. I was so disappointed when she tapped on Brad's door. I'm like, Sarah, you could do better than that. And so I thought her facial expression after her and Brad kissed at her door, I thought it, based on her facial expression, it seemed to me like it was guilt. But she really wanted it. So she went to see Brad or whatever. But I feel like that's gonna be an interesting relationship because they work together, and now that they've been physical together, it's not gonna be good. Brad and Sarah's like positions are gonna be competitive in terms of whether she's just gonna like move up or not. So I mean, I'm a little worried for her because I do like Sarah, but I hope she doesn't get caught up in Leo's world and the prestige of how everyone lives at that type of firm. Rudy did do better this episode. I will give him that. Since Sarah seems to be hooking up with Brad, I'm pretty sure that Rudy's probably going to end up with Kelly. So sad. So sad. I really wanted Sarah and Rudy to be together. I'm glad that he took his mom's advice and cooled down a little bit. I don't think he always needs to be right. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I was like at his age, like coming out of college and like having to prove yourself, or you just can't have the arrogancy of you always being right when someone else has 20, 30, 40 years of experience. And I think, Rudy thinks he knows everything. I think it's good to know the law, good to know everything, but you have to learn how to apply certain things in certain situations. And I think that's something that Sarah kind of does good at, in terms of when to say certain things or when to do certain laws for whatever is appropriate for that situation. But also she's a girl versus most of the other characters besides Bruiser are men, so you just have a different mindset when it comes to different thinking for the job. So I'm proud of Rudy. I'm happy that he's back at the firm. I don't like how the episode left on a cliffhanger, okay? The last 5 minutes of the episode was probably the best part of the episode. I'm like, oh man, why does it have to end? Like, I already want it to go to next week. And then the previews for next week, Kelly, what is going to happen with Kelly? And why did he take her to Dot's house? I just don't feel good with how Rudy's handling Kelly's situation. I hope his boss at the bar, I can't think of that guy's name. I wonder if he's going to have to come into play at some time to help Rudy out. It's just Rudy's in over his head is basically what I'm getting at. He's in over his head. It's entertaining because he's just like a wild card. He's just going with the flow and not really thinking before he does things, because he always thinks that he's doing the right thing, even though his timing is not the best when it comes to certain things. But I love that he has the passion for it, but he can easily get caught up in everything. And so I think he just needs to set better boundaries with his job and his colleagues probably as well. That's my thoughts on the episode. I can't wait for the next episode. It seems we're getting deeper into the case with the 15 other people with that tissue committee situation. So they need to find Jackie. So it definitely took a turn a little bit, or we just got like more information. So I'm kind of excited to see. Like I said, the last 5 minutes were like the best part because I'm like, oh my gosh, we get this like new news and now we have to wait a week. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.